You're watching Tarot Introspectives. And I'm going to be taking an in-depth look at how you can work with what's coming up in your tarot spread, as well as with whatever planet is within your sign currently. Taurus, Uranus is in transit within your sign now. So your innovative ideas are going to be favored. Everything innovative is coming into play. This is the Four of Wands in here. So this is the energy that you have. The Four of Wands is all about small celebrations, little thrills, big thrills, and togetherness. So that's the energy that's coming in with you. This period is of momentous growth and restructuring within the overall area of good fortune coming in for you as well. So that's the interpretation here. And there is an associate who's been thinking of you a lot, which is consequentially making you a high priority of interest to them. And they likely have some Aries in their chart. Or either they are all about security for the most part, and it could be both, as I interpret it here. Sagittarius, Juno is in your sign, so you are going to have a lot of things come up around commitment. That is the general theme of everything that you're having go on now. And so catering to your commitment and your commitment style, that is what's going to work for you. Juno in your sign. And this is the Knight of Wands coming in as your energy that you have right now. And the Knight of Wands just shows that you are very adventurous. Your energy is daring and passionate at this point in time, Sagittarius. This period of momentous growth for you is coming in within an area that you find beautiful You're going to be able to manifest something graceful. And it's all about restructuring and growth coming in around beauty. And your associate was likely to have Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini in their chart is thinking of you a lot, which is consequentially making you of high priority interest to them. So expect some feedback from them as well, even if things have been going for them in a way that they feel like things are really not much in their hands, or things haven't been really controlled by them. However, they may be stepping out of that or coming up with some remedy to that. Virgo, Vesta is in transit within your sign now. So your dedication to your aspirations is coming in as something that is very powerful during this time. In addition to that, your energy is coming in represented by this Five of Wands. A lot of wands coming in. The Five of Wands is about tension, competitiveness, and even a new business. For many of you guys, that's what I'm getting. This period of momentous restructuring and growth is coming in within an area that you wanted to explore. So it's all about exploration. That is what's facilitating this restructure and growth in your life. And the associate of yours who has been thinking of you a lot, which is consequentially making you of high priority interest to them, is likely someone who has Leo in their chart. Expect some feedback from them. Leo, you are ascendant. So your appearance is probably drawing people towards you. You can make the most of your sign being ascendant due to that fact right now. Page of Cups is coming in as energy that you're bringing to the table as well. So you may have art, being a big topic for you now. Also, dreaminess, dreamfulness, creativity, and of course, puppy love for many of you guys with this coming up. So that's your energy. This period of momentous restructuring and growth is being facilitated by the cycle of life. That's the interpretation here. And someone may have had to get through a feeling of possible danger as well as very strong temptation to do something or to have things a certain way as they come towards you, certain checks and balances that they're tempted to have because of this uneasy feeling that one of your associates may have had. This person is likely to have Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in their chart, and they have been thinking about you a lot, which consequentially is making you of high priority, top priority interest to them, and you can expect some feedback from them. Yeah. Aries, Chiron is in your sign in transit right now. So it's about healing of your vulnerabilities and being able to connect with others who have similar vulnerabilities. And this is the Hangman. So something might be sacrificed. You may feel a certain way about putting in energy when it comes to something that you really want or need. You may even feel a reduction in wanting to put in energy in some way, but it's about you saying, look, if I'm going to put this aside and sacrifice this, then something's going to have to give. That's the energy that you're bringing in. And sexuality is coming into play. So this period of momentous restructuring and growth is in the area of sexuality. For many of you guys, that is what's being interpreted here. Sexuality can facilitate something that you already have going on and add to the depths of what you're doing, helping you to feel more well-rounded, or like things are going your way because this is something that's going to be favored as you grow. For many of you during this time, there's also someone, an associate, who is likely to have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in their chart, thinking of you a lot, which is, of course, consequentially making you of high priority interest to them. Expect some feedback from them. Libra, the lack of aspects in your sign right now just show how multifaceted you are when it comes to adaptability and flexibility at this time. And for the summer, Libra, the additional energy that you're bringing in is coming in with the King of Cups here. And with the King of Cups, you may be feeling quite generous. Fatherhood vibes are coming in for some of you guys with the divine masculines. And emotional control that is what you're bringing to the table, which is very nice. It's highly valuable. This period of momentous growth and restructuring is being facilitated by healing that is going on for you. And there is an associate who is likely to have fire in their chart, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, who has been thinking of you a lot, which is consequentially making you of high priority interest to them. You can expect some feedback from them as well. It's something that you're doing. Capricorn, Pluto is in transit within your sign now. So when it comes to everything going on in the summer, new approaches are going to be highly favored. And that's how you will be able to work with what's going on as far as astrologically in your chart, knowing that new approaches are going to take center stage and be very helpful in whatever you have going on. Also, this is the Page of Pentacles. And that represents the energy that you are bringing in with you. So it is about your ambition, your work ethic, and thoughtfulness on your part. That is your vibe that you're bringing to the table. And sexuality and divine peace. This period of momentous growth and restructuring is focused within those areas. Just to reiterate, that's that divine peace and sexuality as well coming into play there. Also, an associate with Leo, Sagittarius, Aries in their chart has been thinking of you a lot, which is consequentially making you of high priority interest to them. And they are going to want to give you some feedback if you're open to it. So you can expect feedback from them with whatever you have going on professionally. Cancer. The moon is in transit astrologically within your sign. So you should be able to tune in exceptionally well to the emotions of those around you. You're likely to be able to connect via emotional understanding. Also, Cancer, the energy that you're bringing to the table is coming in as the Nine of Pentacles. Now, with the Nine of Pentacles, you are bringing in solitary happiness, many of you guys. Luxury, for sure, is coming in with you, and a very comforting vibe. Sir. you have a vibration of. It's a feeling of magic. This period of momentous restructuring and growth is being facilitated by that vibe of magic. And that's the interpretation coming in here for you. The associate whom has been thinking of you a lot, which is consequentially making you top of the highest priority of interest to them, is someone who you can expect some input from, some feedback from. And this is someone who has Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in their chart. Scorpio, your versatility, your pliability, all of those, both of those rather aspects are coming into play in a big, big way. That rhymes. Scorpio, with this lack of aspects that you have in your chart currently. Let's see what energy you're bringing to the table for everything that you have going on. It's coming in as the Queen of Cups energy. And what the Queen of Cups symbolizes is intuition. So you have some intuitive vibration that is coming in with you. For many of you, love is coming in and soft-heartedness as well, Scorpio. This period of momentous restructuring and growth is being facilitated by divinity and liberation. The interpretation of it. An associate who has been thinking about you a lot is consequentially leading them to just having a high priority of interest in what you have going on. And this is someone who likely has Leo in their chart. You can expect some feedback from this person when it comes to what you have going on. Aquarius. So Saturn is in your chart, which brings with it an ability to concentrate, a position that you're placed in to where you are putting a lot of concentration into doing something. And that is precisely how you're going to be able to make the most of that particular planet being in your chart. The energy that you're bringing in is represented by this Two of Wands. Interesting looking card there. So the Two of Wands is representing prosperity, and choices. with certain matters that you are approaching with the mindset of, okay, a decision needs to be made one way or another in this or that. This represents purity, fertility, and divinity. This period of momentous growth and restructuring is one that is being facilitated by these things. Just to reiterate, purity, fertility, and divinity. So something has a very strong divine presence in what you have going on. And that's the interpretation. An associate has been thinking of you a lot, which is consequentially making you of vital, of high priority interest to them. They are likely to have Earth in their chart, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy in their chart. And you can expect some feedback from them. Pisces, Jupiter is in your chart within transit, astrologically speaking. And Jupiter is all about expansion. So you can work with Jupiter and expand this summer. You're also bringing in energy that's represented here by the Six of Wands. And that simply means that you are coming in with recognition, with celebration, and with vibrations of victory. That's the energy that you have with you, that you are contributing to everything that you have going on. This period of momentous restructuring and growth is being facilitated by your courage and your spirit. This is a courageous spirit. And your associate has been thinking of you a lot, which is consequentially making you high priority interest to them. And this person likely has Leo, Sagittarius, Aries in their chart. You can expect some input from them, some feedback from them as well. Gemini. Mercury is within transit of your sign right now. So it's all about communication. That's how you're going to be able to work with Mercury being as communicative as possible, as feasible for best results of whatever you have going on. The sun is also in your sign. And so this is all about your drive when it comes to working with something or working through something, Gemini. And your energy is coming in as the Hermit. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Interesting looking card there as well. So with the Hermit, obviously that's time to really take time out for yourself and think through something, get some mental clarity going. Also, the Hermit brings in solitude, illumination, and introspection. Those are other ways of saying the same thing. Um, Basically, just to sum it up and break it down further. This period of momentous restructuring and growth is coming in an area where there is capriciousness, where there is a vibe of mischief. That's the interpretation. And there is air in your associate's chart. So that's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. With this person who is thinking of you a lot, which is consequentially making you of high priority interest to them. And you can expect some input, some feedback from them as well, with something that you have going on, some follow up. So that concludes the readings for the 12 signs. Let me just look over it on my checklist and make sure I've gotten everyone. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That looks like everybody. So hopefully this can be something that is beneficial to you guys as you go through this summer. Thanks for the thumbs up. Hello. Your older Capricorn female that you have deep personal talks with. Does this person want to be intimate with you? So let's see what comes in as the answer for what this person wants. And I'm actually getting that for some reason this is no coming up. So I don't know, maybe if they end up thinking they do or whatever, deep down I'm getting that this is not what's up with this person. For the person in the chat who had a question, no is coming in as your answer here. Just to throw that in. And if anyone else has any questions that they'd like me to answer, I can look into doing that for you guys. Since that question was held for review. Understandably, it's a little risque, I guess you could say. Yeah, that rhymes. So a little bit more on the love tip. Let's see what's going on related to love. So the Seven of Wands is coming in with the Ace of Swords. The Seven of Wands is representing being under siege, defiance, and challenge. And romantically, this is coming in with this Aquarius, Libra, Gemini person. So you may feel like love has been under siege for you. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7 of Swords is coming in. Also, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 of coins here. So there is another Aquarius, Libra, Gemini coming in. And 2 cards are coming in. They are Ace of Swords and 8 of Swords. Ace and 8. So with the Ace of Swords, the energy is a breakthrough, clarity, and determination coming in. So this air sign is determined to move forwards in love. And then the 8 of Swords signifies that there is isolation, pain, and a feeling of being trapped as well coming in. However, I feel like that determination can rule that out because that is going to put some opposition into play there. So when it comes to this earth sign of Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, there is the Justice card coming in. So all is fair in love and war coming into play with the Justice card in this earth sign. So that's what's going on with you. Now, for justice, rationality is something that's going to be big coming into play with this earth sign. Legal justice as well. And fairness, just to reiterate that, that's what's coming in with a love interest here. So it's all entangled with what's going on in a legal sense. Then there is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries coming in. And that is doubled. So let's see, there are 2 fire signs coming in here. So the 2 of Cups is coming in for someone, and the 7 of Cups is coming in for a fire sign as well. So with the 2 of Cups, this fire sign of Leo, Sagittarius, Aries is dealing with something coming into play with a meeting that is going to be underway. Partnership and compatibility is what's coming in with this fire sign here. And the 7 of Cups is about choice paralysis, fantasy, and illusion. So someone may have some choice paralysis that's coming into play as well, if you are this Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And then Pisces. This is the water sign that is coming in regards to love. And the energy that's coming in with you is represented by the 8 of Cups. So with the 8 of Cups, Pisces, moving on, that's what's coming in. Moving on from a love interest, the journey, finding out what's going to keep you going, dealing with abandonment issues for whatever reason, just trying to negate any negative effects of the journey and enjoy the journey. That's what's coming in for you. Looking at love here. So that's definitely not a soothsayer vibe that's coming from the cards here or from me. The journey. That is the power of what you are going through, what you've manifested. Pisces. Okay, so the next question in the chat area is about an Aries at work. And if the Aries person is hung up, ready to holla. And I am getting some positivity coming in. So there's an affirmation with an Aries. So there is interest there coming from an Aries. The Aries that you wanted to know about. The Aries you had the question about. So that person is coming in with the yes in answer to your question. So, if one person isn't moving fast enough, there's no need to push it. If you're feeling like you want to move forwards and you are ready for some companionship, it's good to know, who is going to come in with an interest, or who is coming towards you, and also compatibility that can be helpful when it comes to making a decision. So there is some concern maybe about lots of different people coming in, or someone having an interest in lots of people, or either lots of people having an interest in this person that's coming into play here. This also stands for Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, air signs, respectively. And some of the signs who are coming in with attraction towards you, there is a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, possibly a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries person coming in. And there could be more than one earth sign. So they're coming in as having an interest in you, along with the Aries sign, just so you know. So one thing that is coming in for you to consider when it comes to who you'll likely make a good pairing with is spirituality and a sense of renewal. Who is going to go along with your sense of renewal if you feel renewed, if you're headed down that path, and who is going to sort of like put up with spirituality, because there are a lot of people who may be averse to spirituality. Some people may find someone to be too religious, or someone to be too spiritually sensitive, or feel like someone's all into something that they can't get into, that they don't accept, or that they don't comprehend. And so if you choose someone, I mean, if you have your top choice, you know, of course it matters. Like if they can't move forward, or if they, you know, don't wish to move forward with the same veracity or at the same time, of course that could create problems. So, I mean, whatever you do, consider that. And if you choose to move forward with someone and they don't have that sense of renewal that matches yours, they are not spiritual, they don't understand that feminine power, or masculine power in this case is coming in as feminine, then that could create issues. So say if the Aries couldn't fathom what you had going on, and yet they're coming in as being highly attracted or wanting you, and then you have this, what was it? It was a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Those would be people that you would want to look at more closely than the Aries in this particular case. So those are factors to consider when you move forwards with who wants you, who's attracted to you. Because, I mean, you can make it work, you know. It's just the amount of effort and frustration that could go into working it out with one person versus another that you have to consider. However, you know what I mean? If you feel like you are just not on the same timetable as someone else, like for instance, with the other signs of earth and fire who came in as being attracted to you, if the fire sign has other things going on, then it would behoove you to talk to the earth sign if you don't feel like, you know, putting in that patience, which could actually last forever if that person is not going to be ready in this lifetime. So just throwing that out there for you, because I see that you have multiple options or multiple interests, or you'd like to know more about certain individuals. I did get some strong Aries energy when it comes to attraction for you. Okay, so if the Gemini person makes you feel a sense of pleasant energy, the advice that's coming in as courage, strength, healing, protection, and life energy. So there may be protection coming in as a factor here, healing, whether or not you have enough courage or whether or not this person has enough courage here. That is going to be something that you want to look into if you link up with that person. All right. Love and light.